Wildfires and hurricanes, droughts and floods, record high greenhouse gas concentrations, and a world way off track from climate targets.
We must urgently reverse course. First, we need sustainable COVID-19 recovery plans that tackle climate change. Second, we need to protect our economies and societies by acting in line with what science tells us. And third, we must prioritize the most vulnerable people and communities.
Answering the call from the world's top diplomat to take action, leaders across governments and businesses met in a virtual roundtable Thursday to present their latest climate plans.
Humanity was caught napping.
The virtual summit came just days after China's President Xi Jinping made a surprise announcement of ambitious new targets.
We aim
to have CO2 emissions peak before 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality before 2060.
The European Union, which aims to cut its net greenhouse gas emissions to zero by 2050, is looking to take it a step further.
I have proposed to the European Parliament that we increase our ambition to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We want to go up from 40% to at least 55% by 2030, compared to 1990.
With the EU, China and the United States accounting for nearly half of the world's carbon dioxide emissions, net zero emissions from all three of them by the middle of the century could bring the Paris climate deal's target of 1.5 degrees Celsius within reach, according to research group Climate Action Tracker. But the United States is on the way out of the Paris climate deal, saying it puts an unfair burden on Americans. Like many climate scientists and environmentalists, David Cantor, professor of environmental studies at New York University, is frustrated by the lack of U.S. leadership.
In this country particularly, the debate on climate change is so far stuck in the past. There are so many important debates that need to happen on climate change, right? What kind of policies we should have in place, how much money we should spend on it, how many jobs should be created, how much money should we be sending to other countries to help them deal with climate change, right? And ultimately, we're still stuck at stage zero in this country, in the United States.
The UN Chief's climate plan addresses many of these same issues: invest in green businesses and jobs, end fossil fuel subsidies, incorporate climate risks in all policymaking, work together, and leave no one behind, except perhaps the US by its own choosing. Li Lingtan, CGTN, New York.